Alright, so when my friend Nick told me we were going to go fish this pond, the first thing I'm going to do whenever I'm going to a new body of water is I'm probably going to use Google Earth Pro. Now you can use Google Earth online through the web version. I like to use Google Earth Pro because it has a capability on here that I don't think the web version has, and I'll show it to you in a moment. Now the address here is going to be blacked out in the video, and that's because this is a private pond and I don't want to cause any hassle for this pond owner by me making it public. So after you find your body of water, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in as far as I can without it becoming too pixelated. Once it becomes too pixelated, it really becomes useless to you. But this is the pond I'm looking at. Now I can gain a few pieces of information just from this already. I can see some timber entering the water in a few different areas. I can see a boat at the bottom end here, so I know at least that somebody fishes this occasionally. You can see some trails going around the pond here. And you can look at the scale to be able to get an estimate of the size of this pond. You can do that through the relative size of things around it or through the actual scale within the application. But here's the point of what I'm really showing you this for. Down here, if you'll notice, it says click to see historical imagery from 1994. Now, this is the history function that I don't think is available in the web version. Now, these older photos aren't going to be that useful to you. They'll let you know when the pond was actually created or when the body of water, how long it's existed. That'll give you some basis to look at how old the fish might be and therefore how big they might be. But really what I want to do is take this forward to look at the development of different structure, because these photos will take place at different times of the year. And as a result, you'll be able to see different types of structure. Though this is a great photo right here. Like this, from this you can actually discern depth within the pond. Now granted, it's 2008, so you have to be careful when you use this in terms of how relevant it's going to be to you, because it's dated information. You know, this is several years ago, many years ago actually. But you can see where the water, how it drains into this pond. That's useful information to have. And again, some of the structure, but let's go forward and see if we get some more detail within the pictures here so that we can look at the structure more carefully. Now we're talking. What we're looking at right here, that is all lily pads, okay? Now what this should tell you right off the bat is that if you're going to come fish this pond, odds are you're going to need a pretty extensive weedless lure repertoire, okay? You do not want to come here with a bunch of treble hooks, or you're going to spend all day taking grass off your hooks instead of catching fish. So, I'm a multi-species guy. Whenever I go to a new pond, I'm basically taking the lures to catch 3 different species: bass, bluegill, and crappie. Now, I don't know that there's crappie at this pond at this point, but I take that because, again, I'm a multi-species guy. I love to catch crappie, I love to catch bass, and if nothing else is working, I'll catch bluegill. I'm trying to have a good time regardless, okay? Okay. But yeah, through looking at these historical photos, let's take you back to the most recent one again, right? You see any lily pads here? No, not a single one. And again, this is why I use the Google Earth Pro as opposed to the web version. Let's take it back to, what is it, 2010? That's the kind of information you can get from Google Earth Pro that you wouldn't get otherwise, and that's again through the historical photos. And it actually displays the month as well as the year. You can see this is October 2014. Those pads have started to die off. You saw how thick they were back in, what's that, July of 2010, and you take it forward and you can see how these ponds, how these pads actually grow and then recede throughout the seasons. So what did I gain from this? Well, I knew from looking at this that I needed to bring an extensive amount of weedless lures to target those bass. I don't want to come in here with a bunch of treble hooks. It's not going to work out. All right. So that's just a little tip right here. There's a lot more you can get from this, especially on larger bodies of water and different bodies of water. But again, that's historical photos within Google Earth Pro. This application is free. Just download it and use it. It's a great tool to have in your tackle box for your fishing adventures. There you go. So one final tool that you have at your disposal here is Fishbrain. So after you look up the node, the body of water that you're wanting to fish, within there you have all the fish species and past catches that have been recorded by other fishermen there. So again, that helps you tailor your lure choice and all the gear you want to bring. Now, there's a lot more you can do with Fishbrain, but I'm not going to go into it here. I'll leave a link up top and in the description to my lengthier video on Fishbrain and all its capabilities. But for now, that's as far as we're going to go with it on here. Let's get to the fishing.
All right, we're here at a new private pond today, thanks to Nick right here. It's the guy you see in all my videos always sniffing all the bass. Well, the water here is clear. Another good note to have. Oh, buddy, look at this vegetation. This is gonna be a trip. Oof, that is definitely surprising. Thought a little island like this would have been prime territory for an ambushing bass. There he is! Fish on! Little guy. Little guy. Come here, you. How about to say? You can't have an island like that without having a little bass on it. Little, what, 9, 10 incher? There you go. So long now. Very surprised. Look at this. See this choke point? This little cove in the weeds here? That should be just prime area. There he is. Like I said, that little cove, that little choke point down there, prime ambush area. Prime. He's a little bigger than the last one. By no means a big bass, but a little bigger. There she is. Oh, about a little 12 incher. Oh, got him.
So as you can see so far, the bass bite was there, but it wasn't hot and they weren't big.
There you go.
So I decided to take a break, break out my 4-weight fly rod, and start playing with the sunfish because I had been hearing these guys hit all morning. Yeah, if you want to go straight to the crappie, it's madness, the crappie in here, absolute madness. But they were betting big time. I've been watching them fight with each other. I've been listening to them pop bugs and everything on the surface all morning. So I decided to take a break from trying to chase those bass and start playing with the sunnies. Yeah, it's a hopper dropper rig right here. A cricket type bait is a dry fly. It doubles as a strike indicator or a float. And beneath that was a beadhead nymph. So if they don't want to come all the way up to the top, they can just grab that nymph. Easy fishing, man. Easy fishing, a lot of fun, because again, it's only a 4-weight. And you start hooking into some of those nicer sunfish, it's a blast, man. It's a nice interlude between trying to figure out the bass or whatever other species you're going to be chasing here. Yeah, look at these little suckers. I love the underwater video of those.
So not often do I use my depth finder, my fish finder, my deeper to any effect. I'm not that experienced with it, but that's not bad. That right there is not bad. Found them, marked them, got them. Boy, I love crappie. I think I found a way to target these crappie. I'm running a 2-inch gulp minnow on an 1/8 ounce jig head underneath of a float. Oh, I got one. Called it. I've cracked the crappie code. What? What? Oh, I got y'all figured now. I got y'all figured now. Y'all in trouble. You're in trouble. Well, before I was so rudely interrupted by that crappie. Oh, what? 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 Oh. I was unhooking one. I let him go. Went to pull the rod up. Had another one on.
No way.
I cracked the code. Oh, I love crappie.
I know you do, buddy. I'm happy that we found some.
Me too. So I was fishing for him as you like as you caught that first one. I was fishing for him. I was like, they got it. I was like, I got a feeling.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you mother. Eventually. You mother. How are you? How am I not hooking you?
Why don't you use one of your longer rods if you're gonna have that much longer?
Hey, how about you shut up? How about you leave me alone?
Just
Stop telling me what to do.
You're hamstringing yourself.
Got you that time, punk. See? You see? You see? And these crappie are full, dude. Like,
Yeah.
these aren't like skinny, emaciated crappie. These are thick crappie. I'm good now. Like there's crappie in here. That's all it takes to make me happy. Oh, yeah. Dude, I love crappie fishing, man. It's kind of silly how much I love crappie fishing. That's it. Get it. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, you like that?
That's what I'm here for.
You listened to me for 1 second. You caught a fish immediately.
Oh, bluegill. Bluegill. You are interrupting my game here. Bluegill.
It's a healthy gill.
Bluegill, my nemesis. Get out of here.
Oh man, I'm glad we came in here.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes, sir. Come here, ye. There's no escape. Well, actually, there's plenty of ways you could escape, actually, but
Doubled up on fish.
doubled up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at him. He's big too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let him go until I'm gonna get a picture of yours in the background with mine in the foreground. With these schools of crappie like this, dude, we got something going on. Oh, and then the slow swim off. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate the slow swim off.
Are you gonna jump for me? You gonna jump? Oh no, he just flashed it.
Hey, hey, hey! That was my fish. That was clearly my fish. I mean, crappie just take a pond to a whole nother level. So, I mean, like in a pond, like okay, you're gonna have bass, you're gonna have bluegill.
Right.
Like crappie are something special, you know?
Right, they're not always there. And to catch them in the middle of summer like this?
Like, I mean, really, in a pond with crappie, if you can find the deeper parts of the pond, you can normally catch crappie. But they're almost always going to be in the deeper parts. I thought that was a crappie bite. I thought that was a crappie bite.
Dude, he gave you a little head shake.
Yeah. Here, yeah, go ahead. You're free. Not really, though. I just want to videotape you in the fight. Oh, we came right at the camera. Nice. Oh, look at that.
He tried to
You think you're a bass? Do you think you're a bass? You do. I mean, these are like, I don't know, 8, maybe 10-inch crappie. They're not bad. It's right there. Like, I haven't even had to do anything these past couple casts. They just pick it up. Like that. Oh, he got off.
Dude, this is great.
Yeah, dude. It's so easy. Oh, I love it. Fish on. No, come here, though. Come on, man. I can respect a crappie that knows how to fight, but I also want to catch more. That's so silly, though. It's like you got one on the line, literally. Like, come on, I get you off so I can catch another.
Setting the hook in.
Let's see if you want to be a star. Oh, it was on the whole time? Boo. That was, ah. That was all bad. It was all bad stuff. Get it. Get it. Yeah, nice one too. Nice one too. Oh, that was a big one.
Big crappie?
I don't know, but it felt big. What are you doing?
Oh, I got hit too. Oh,
Yes, that's a pro move right there. I got that on video.
no.
That's how you set a hook.
No,
Oh yeah, I'm including that one.
please don't.
Oh, fish on. Oh, it got off.
You deserve that.
I'm awful. But it was a step in the right direction because we're setting the hook with our bails closed.
Oh, dude, that was.
Got you that time though. Come here. Come here. Oh, I just want to kiss you. I love y'all so much. Y'all don't even know. God, I love crappie. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Just like that. Yes. Oh, that was nice. You did well, crappie. I'll put in a good word for you. Oh, yeah.
So from here forward, the Slay Fest continued. I mean, I think I caught, honestly, somewhere is between 40 and 50 crappie in the span of maybe an hour. I mean, maybe an hour and a half at most. It was just wild out there, the population density for these crappie. And Nick had to catch close to the same, but he ducked out about 3/4 of the way through the crappie Slay Fest trying to get back into some bass, but he came back eventually. But I don't know how many times we doubled up. I caught a fraction of them on the camera here. But the top performer out here, without a doubt for the crappie, were the 2-inch gulp minnows on a 1/8 ounce jig head. Top performer for the bass for me was probably a toss-up between the weightless Senko and the rivet frog. And links to all the lures that we used, especially the top performers, will be in the description for the video. But I was running the jig head and the minnows for the crappies between about 4.5 to about 7 feet beneath the float. And man, those crappie were smashing it. Like, I don't know how many fish I missed. Like, we could literally cast in any direction around us and just smash these fish. It was a blast. So I guess that's the last note I'll make on here. This is a private pond. Do not try to sneak on here. You know, respect it. And I guess what you see here is the result of an area that's not over-harvested. Unfortunately, on most public waters, crappie are over-harvested once it's made known that they're in that water. Which is why I don't often share a lot of my crappie locations, because they taste so good that a lot of people will keep them just excessively to the point where the size and numbers just disappear. So yeah, when I can find a private pond like this where no one's harvesting these crappie, just cast after cast after cast, oh man, I love it. So yeah, if you want to go fishing sometime and you got a crappie pond, man, let me know. I will come out. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Any questions or comments, things I can cover, just let me know. And y'all have a good one.